Thank you guys for being here. Obviously, I know you guys watched the game last night, Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma, who was it, Arizona?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys made it up because I finished watching and I'm saying, boy, I got a press conference tomorrow. Anyways, but no, I welcome you guys here. It's been a pleasure to come back here. I think I've been here a couple times and the hospitality's been really good. The fans are starting to come in from Iowa, so that's good. Thing that we're looking forward to is a chance for our kids to go out here and have an opportunity to compete together, probably for the last time with this team put together. So I think I've been really pleased the way they've been handling themselves this whole year, how they've been playing and how they stuck together as a unit. Really good. They're playing at a high level. And the most important thing that we're trying to get our guys to do is improve in the football and grow as a player and grow as a person. And I think our guys are doing a good job of that. So I'm looking forward. About Tennessee, obviously they're well coached and they're a very talented team. And you talk about look at different things that go on in college football right now. Obviously they have some guys, everybody gets in the portal, but if you watch the Kansas State game, I think there was a young guy in there as a quarterback, played pretty well. And then obviously there was a young quarterback last night playing pretty well. So that's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be challenging for us, just based on what I think they have, and they're a talented team. They're 8-4. They've done a good job, and I really have a lot of respect for this coach.
Okay, we'll start with questions. We'll raise hand. We'll start with Scott here in front. We'll go to the right. We'll go to the back.
Yeah, this question's for Jay. I wanted to ask you about making your decision, what went into it, and now are you kind of transitioning into maybe your future career as trying to be a recruiter for some of your teammates to come back with you?
Definitely. I just over the last 4 years built a great relationship with obviously my teammates and the coaching staff that the University of Iowa has, and just the environment that's puts the players first. I just felt like if I came back another year, I could be a better football player. And with having Coach Parker, having Coach Wallace, being the two guys I spend most of my time with, I feel like that was a easy decision for me, really to make my decision on just like improving my game and doing things that I feel I can get better at.
Let's stay on the right and red.
HA, what's your recruiting pitch to Nick and all the others to try to get them to do the same?
I'm trying to recruit some guys who've got some degrees. So, telling them that the photo shoot and coming to tour Kinnick Stadium is kind of out the picture. So, but just giving those guys space, understanding that this decision is going to impact the rest of their life, and just allow them to ask their family what they're thinking. But I told them, the standard's going to stay the same if those guys stay or leave. They're always welcome with open arms, and it'll be fun to go out there and play football with some of my best friends for one more year.
We're going to go back to the left aisle, and then we'll go to Joe and Riser.
Coach, back in the back. In the back here, Coach. You mentioned the challenge of facing a new quarterback. What do you know about Nico Iamaleava, and what do you expect from Tennessee's offense with that change at quarterback?
Well, I don't think the offense is going to change. It's been very similar to what he's done in the past, but I think that, we have about 54 snaps on him. They're running the same offense, but he is a little bit different in the style. Probably runs maybe a little bit better. I'm sure they've got some other things up their sleeve of what they want to do with him, but it's going to be a challenge for us. And we're going to have to be able to match their talent outside with the wide receivers they have and the ability to stop the run. I think that's the most important thing that we have to do in any game is you got to make sure you stop the run and try to make them pass it, which, they have a lot of explosive plays, and one of our goals is making sure that we don't give up explosive plays. So it's definitely a challenge in that way.
All right, take two in the back and the Riser, one in the behind you.
Phil, welcome to Orlando. Welcome back to Orlando, actually. 13.2 points per game was lowest Iowa's allowed since 2008. Where does this defense stack up among some of the best units you've had in your time in Iowa City?
It's up there pretty high. Anytime that you only giving up 13 points a game, or 13.2 or whatever it is. I just think it's, every team is different, and the character of this team and the bond that I think the coaches have with the players, has been second to none. I mean, it's really been good. It's like it runs itself a little bit. We have meetings there back in the office, and they get out of meetings, they grab their dinners, and they're back in the meeting rooms with themselves and kick us out. You know what I mean? So really pleased the way, Jay's been a great leader for us, and I know he's blossomed, and he has a lot more to do, and obviously I'm happy that we have him back, and we better get some other guys back too, or we're gonna be on you again, Jay.
We'll take another round back, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Right, that's fine.
Coach, you said it all starts with the run for Tennessee. What do you know about Dylan Sampson and what makes him so dynamic?
Well, I tell you what, you look at all their backs; they're very similar. But the way he's able to find the holes, and the way they spread you out, and they try to get you in a light box. So, to me, I was looking at all the backs, that they have, and I know they're not going to be with a couple of guys right now, but number 23 has done a good job when he's been in there too. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out here. But I still think they're going to want to run the ball if you have a light box, and it's going to be a challenge for him. I think he's very elusive back, and I think he can. He's just as good as the other guys.
All right, we'll take 3 more on the front row here. We'll start with Scott and 2 minutes.
This is for both Phil and Jay. I guess when you look at how you guys have been able to perform for more than a couple of decades, and Phil, it's all there's been a lot of focus on you winning the Broyles, but also some of the assistants, KB, from Seth, Jay, and the way you guys put together a game plan and coach at all 3 levels. What do they mean for the program, those assistants, and how have you seen them maybe grow from really being Seth being a GA for you, and KB kind of coming in from I think college or something, and all of a sudden becoming some of the best at their positions.
Want me to go first?
Sure.
Well, obviously KB I recruited out of high school, so it's kind of interesting that he came and was on our team then early in the. We won't go back that far, but anyways, I just think they do such a good job. We have a lot of guys in the room, not only the coaches over there that help us out. I think the staff we've been around each other for a long time. We know what we have to do to solve our problems. We know our issues and what we have to do. And then there's also these other guys that we call boots on the ground that do a lot for us, that sometimes give us so much information and makes the thing run so smoothly that we're able to spend more time with our players and giving them more information to help them play better. And I think just knowing each other and how we work together has really been good.
Yeah, I definitely just attest to the effort that the staff has. It's just everybody takes their job so serious, and we can, as players, we can obviously tell the buy-in and the sacrifices from our coaching, and we truly appreciate that. Anytime our coach can put us in a better situation, make anything easier on us, we know they're always trying to find answers to do that.
I'll go back to that a little bit, Jay. The good thing about having guys that are like Jay's like another coach on the field, if you guys would like to say, because I could call something, first down, second down, or whatever, but there's some things sometimes that he might just change the call because he sees something, and that's the beauty about having really another coach on the field, and that's what Jay's put himself in, and that's why he's such a good player.
We'll go on the aisle and then 1 more.
Coach, you mentioned those 54 plays that Nico has played, pretty small sample size. He's in the game with 2s and 3s. It's late in the game, the score's out of hand. Does that add a level of difficulty in knowing what he prefers, what he may do on the field?
No, I think when you see a guy on the field and you see the way he moves and see how he can throw the ball and his running ability, that you have to be concerned about. I don't think, if a guy's on the field, then it's, if somebody's out there playing, you got to respect everybody you're playing, and I think that, I always believe that, this is the best opponents. Everybody's gonna play their best. We want them to play their best. And hopefully that we can meet their challenge to go play against them. But, we take it, everybody, doesn't matter whether they're the first time starter, have 5 snaps, or they had 25 snaps, or they had 400. They're all treated the same. That's the best guy we're playing, and you guys better be on your game.
Last one for you.
I want to ask Phil something, but Jay, now that you're coming back, how many Hawks will Roy get to between now and next year? What's the limit?
He told me he's gonna take it easy next season.
No.
But I don't believe that for one bit. So neither should you guys. But he's just a happy dad. When I came in freshman year, I feel like he was the same way on Twitter. I just wasn't making any plays, so nobody really knew about him. So just happy he can get some traction.
And Phil, wanted to ask about Xavier Wampa. It was a year ago he got his first career start, pick 6, obviously big splash moment. What has he done this year, even though he hasn't had the numbers, to maybe be a much better player from last year's Music City Bowl to this year's Citrus Bowl?
Well, last year he was just so young and probably not as vocal and not understanding exactly what he had to do in the system. I think he knows the system really well, know where he fits in it. And what I've seen him has really been playing with a little bit better leverage and his ability to get to the ball a little bit better. The change of direction has improved. So I'm really pleased the way he's going. And he, like everybody else, we want him to keep on growing and improving. And I think he's doing that. I'm really excited to see what he does. He's coming back. And obviously last year he had a pick, was kind of interesting, because he dropped them all doing practice and he picked it in the game. But then going back to that was a new quarterback then too, a different quarterback at that time, because the last year, or the year he opted out.